Nice to see you too, Jade. You used to be such a cute boy. Now you look so scary.
I said, what are you doing here? Answer me!
Oh, scary, scary. I was just taking some phonons of Rem and Shadow from a few phonists. And wound up sealed in here.
You mean, you're the one who destroyed a whole company of phonists?
With these catalysts, I'll be complete at last. Jade, you discarded me, and even tried to kill me, didn't you? I was an imperfect failure, after all. But now I'm perfect, am I not?
Professor.
Shut up! How can you call yourself perfect? Dist is your original's pupil! And you kill him without even blinking an eye? There's no way you're perfect!
Yeah, maybe Dist is a stupid, rotten, friendless, ugly, snotty, poor excuse for a human being. But he made Tokunaga for me and helped me out. I'll avenge him!
I should not have let myself get so far out of control. At this point, whether you're perfect or not is irrelevant. I hereby place you under arrest as the prime suspect in the serial phonist killings.
What an interesting approach. Well then, why don't you try? Although, I'm afraid I will win. So how will you entertain?
Strong words, Professor.
You won't have time to enjoy the fight!
How long can you stay here alive?
Try to take me!
We're not talking about taking you alive.
You will not get away. My, how scary. The weak grow overconfident when they come in herds.
There is no reason to be called weak by the weak.
So dead!
You children never shut up. Fall before me and cry out in pain. Farewell. Die for me. It begins. It begins.
Oh, my own sword.
Return this
Right.
Powerful attack. I will sink into your chest. Return this soul.
Demon bitch!
It begins.
Demon bitch!
Thanks, that helps.
Swallow fury! Tempest!
It begins.
I don't mind enemies. Sonic blast! Demon bitch! Demon bitch! Demonic demon bitch!
Come forth, O illumination of life.
Demon bitch! Arise, O violent water! Surround my enemy! Demon bitch! Blessed drum!
Ground dagger. Oh, careful! That was a powerful attack.
You watch out too!
O flames of hell, cremate my enemies in a cave of fire! Demon bitch! Prison!
It begins.
Watch yourself!
Looks like we're still okay. Flame burn!
Ground dagger.
Demon bitch! Swallow! Flames of hell, cremate my enemies in a cave of fire!
Ground dagger.
Infernal prison!
Swallow fury. Return this soul. Come forth, O falling star. Resurrection. Meteor storm.
Thanks, that helps. Not doing too well. Hannah?
Searing sorrow. Return this soul from the abyss. To death. It begins. Resurrection. Thunder blade.
Demon bitch!
Sorry, God.
It begins.
Thanks, that helps.
Ground.
Want to see how strong I really am?
No.
We alright here?
Demon bitch!
Stars grow.
Beast! Demon bitch!
Confrontation! Incinerate all! Racing Phoenix!
Watch yourself!
Sorry. Sovereign gale.
I'm not Not doing too well.
It's dangerous to use so many items.
Demon Fist!
Return the soul.
Demon Fist!
Watch yourself, sorry.
Beast! Bring it on!
How about this?
Wait! Swallow Fury!
That helps.
That's Swallow Fury!
Six Sonic Blast! This is not
Surge Breaker! Healing Circle! Surge Breaker! It begins! Thunder Blade! Return the soul from the abyss of death. Resurrection! It begins! Ground Dasher!
Tempest! Demon
Return
Fist!
the soul from the abyss of
Demon
death.
Fist!
Thunder Blade! Resurrection!
Demon Fist! Demon Fist! Sorry for the trouble.
It begins!
Demon
Thunder
Fist!
Blade!
Demon Fist!
Return the soul from the abyss of death. Sovereign Gale! Resurrection!
This is not
Planetary
good.
Sorrow!
I misjudged Jade.
That helps.
It begins!
Feel better? Thanks for the help.
Ground Dasher! No! Watch yourself! Careful! That was a powerful attack!
You watch out too.
Light Spear Cannon!
I screwed up.
Return it! Watch yourself! It begins! Resurrection! Ground Dasher! I'll show you how! Where? How about this?
Demon Fist! Demon Fist! Demon Fist!
It begins! Blessing
Demon
Belt!
Fist! Demon Fist!
Careful, that was a powerful attack.
You watch out too.
Guide our souls that they may rise anew. Regenerate! It begins! Ground Dasher!
Thanks. That helps.
It begins!
White Tiger Strike!
Star Stroke! It begins!
Demon Fist!
Ground
Tiger Ear!
Careful, that was a powerful attack.
You watch out too.
Vanishing Sorrow!
Demon Fist! Looks like we're still okay.
It begins! Thunder Blade!
No way.
Resurrection! Star Stroke!
Thanks for the help.
Light Blast!
Demon Fist! Demon Fist!
Vanishing Sorrow!
Demon Fist! Prison Strike! Demon Fist!
Thunder
Demon
Blade!
Fist! No!
It begins!
Demon Fist!
I will send you to your death! Return your soul to the abyss
Demon
of
Not
Fist!
doing too well.
Resurrection! It begins! Blessed Claw!
Sorry for the trouble. Demon
It
Fist!
begins!
Demon Fist!
Return the soul from the abyss of
Demon
death!
Fist!
Resurrection! Makes the instant eternal!
Thanks. That
Time
helps.
stop! It begins! Blessed Claw! Careful, that was a powerful attack.
You watch out too.
Guide these poor souls as they may rise anew. Regenerate! It begins! Thunder Blade!
Sorry for the trouble.
It begins!
Demon Fist!
Tiger Blade! It begins! Tiger Blade! Star Stroke!
Demon Fist! Swallow Fury! Swallow Fury! Summon Fear!
How about this?
Wait! This is not good. Demon Fist! Swallow Fury!
Thunder Blade!
Demon Fist!
This is my failure. I'm sorry.
Don't feel sorry. Focus on the enemy.
It begins.
Can I?
Return the Thunder Blade! Fist of death. Resurrection. How about this?
Thanks for the help. Not doing too
begins. Ground after death.
Watch yourself!
Resurrection.
We are right here.
Ground after.
This is not
Vanishing sorrow. I'll show you power. It begins. Ground dash. That's enough. It begins. Owen under fire. The worst will be our enemies. Innocent shine. How about this? Light blast! This is my failure, I'm sorry. So
Heal us, come on!
Thunder blade! Return this soul from the abyss of death. Begins. Resurrection. Let it drop. Careful, that was a powerful attack.
You watch out too!
Want to see how strong I really am?
Here's the illumination of life.
Can't win.
Healing circle. Oh, sword of protection. Restore life.
Oh, noble confrontation. Consider it all. Raising beast.
Demon fist! Demon fist!
Thunder blade. Of life. Healing circle.
Demon fist!
It begins. Thunder blade. Oh, sword of protection. Loose your might. Prism sword.
Demon fist! Demon fist!
Light clear cannon. Oh, sword of conviction. Loose your might.
Demon
prepare
fist!
yourself.
Prism sword. Careful, that was a powerful attack.
You watch out too!
Rest in his silver embrace.
Watch yourself!
Light blast. Beast.
Demon fist!
Light
Demon
blast.
fist!
I'm not doing too well.
Oh, sword of conviction, loose your might. Prism sword.
Void! Sonic spear! Sonic blast!
Sever chains. Rest in his silver embrace. Absolute. How about this? Searing sword.
Swallow fury! Demon fist! Demon fist!
Oh, sword of conviction, loose your might. Prism sword.
Demon fist! Sonic spear! Demon fist! Demon fist!
Come forth, O
Demon fist!
illumination of light.
Demon fist!
Healing circle.
Demon fist!
Clear
Not doing well.
cannon. How about this?
Demon fist!
Searing sword.
Watch yourself!
How about this? Return. Wait, stroke. I'm not done yet.
You watch out too!
Oh, sword of conviction.
bring it on.
Reinforce the fangs of the mighty dragon.
Swallow fury!
You just might die.
Looks like we're still okay.
Remake them in a cage of fire. Infernal prison. Careful, that was powerful attack.
You watch out too!
This is
Rest
not
in his silver embrace. Absolute.
Watch yourself!
Oh, thank you.
Return this soul from the abyss of death. It begins.
Watch yourself. It's dangerous to use some powers.
Almighty explosion.
Oh, sword of conviction, loose your might! Prism sword!
Oh, that's the halo of the spirit of
Come
the
forth,
earth.
O lost
Divine
star!
light. Don't
Meteor
let the
storm!
enemy focus.
I'll get him next time.
Thanks. That helps.
Blessed rock!
Quick drive!
Pearl cord!
It
became
Divine light.
Thunder blade!
Bring forth the fangs of the mighty
That
dragon.
was a powerful attack.
You watch out too. Swallow Fury.
Almighty
Three
explosion.
maintain fire! Swallow fury!
Don't let the enemy
Infernal
focus.
I'll get him next time. Watch yourself.
It begins! Blessed rock!
Thanks. That helps.
It begins! Sonic blast! Return this to no! Careful, that was a powerful attack.
You watch out too.
This is my area, I'm sorry.
So heal us. Come on. Watch yourself.
Sorry for the
Oh,
trouble.
sword of conviction, loose your might! Abyss of death! Prism sword! Holy intent! Beast!
Watch yourself.
Hearken, storm cloud. Loose thy blade and run mine enemies through. Thunderblade.
Swallow Fury.
Blessed rock!
Almighty explosion. Put on.
Swallow Fury.
Blessed rock!
Sonic Blast.
Careful, that was a powerful attack.
You watch out too.
Demon Fist! Sonic Demon Fist! Regenerate! Rest in silver and grace!
Thanks.
Absolute!
That helped.
Sonic spear.
Make the instant eternal! Time stop!
Knew it.
It begins! Blessed rock!
Thunderblade.
Demon Fist. Demon Fist.
Don't neglect the enemy focus.
Sorry.
Demon Fist. Demon Fist.
Oh, sword of
Demon Fist.
Your
Demon
might!
Fist.
Prism
Demon
sword!
Fist.
Sword of conviction. Loose the might.
Watch yourself.
Prism sword.
Remake them in a cage of fire! Infernal!
Feel the pain.
How about this?
Not sure it's right.
Watch yourself.
Thank you.
Rest in the silver and grace! Absolute! Return!
Beast. Swallow Fury.
Resurrection! Surge Breaker!
Thanks. That helps.
Light Blast!
Demon Fist.
How about this?
Swallow Fury.
Wing Stroke! Healing Circle! Divine Spear!
This is not good.
I'll show you
Demon
power!
Fist. Watch yourself.
Thank you.
Resurrection! Oh, sword of conviction, loose your might!
Thanks. That helps.
Prism sword!
Rest in a merciless silver embrace. Absolute.
Oh, sword of conviction, loose your might! Prism sword!
Now touch yourself, my friend.
Oh, sword of conviction, loose your might! I have lost.
Shall we be on our way?
My phonons are separating again! I must recover in the planetary glyph!
Jade, the original phonic glyph that was inscribed here, do you think it was for the planetary art?
Let's see. Mother Aldrint, lend me thy power. O wrath of the heavens and cries of the earth, let fall the sword of judgment to dispatch all that is evil. Perish!
What incredible power!
Yes, it's a phonic art that uses the Sephiroth to release the planet's power.
Then you have learned it?
Regrettably, no. The glyph had been modified, so I couldn't use even half of the art's true power. Dist may have had information on the original planetary art glyph, but...
Dist is...
Ow. Don't kick me, Jade.
Jade, I was wondering, what was that about Professor Nebilim being a replica?
I suppose I can't hide it anymore. I'll explain when we report to the Emperor.
Do we just leave Dist here?
Oh, he'll come after us. I wouldn't worry.
So, you've finally taken care of Professor Nebilim.
Colonel, you promised to explain things to us.
It started with my own curiosity. I experimented on myself to see what would happen when one who could not use the seventh phonon tried. The phonic art went out of control, setting Professor Nebilim's residence on fire. Professor Nebilim herself was near death. I enlisted Dist's help and took her to the edge of the town.
Jade, the professor's gonna die!
Yes, it's my fault. It's too late to save her now. But with Famacry...
Oh, you're gonna make a replica of the professor? But we don't have a Famacry machine.
I'll use phonic arts to do it. I did it once with Nefri's doll, so it should work.
Wow, it worked! Jade, you're amazing!
What's going on?
The replica of Professor Nebilim knew nothing but destruction. I tried to dispose of... to kill her, but she disappeared before I could.
So that's what led to this incident.
But Jade really regrets what he did. That's why he forbid the replication of living things. Please don't hate him for it.
Luke.
Hey, stupid. Nobody said anything about hating him. We've all seen how he's tried to stop the use of Famacry.
Absolutely. Colonel, thank you for telling us about what must have been a trying experience.
Not at all. It's rather uncomfortable to be thanked. If anything, I deserve censure for what I've done.
Colonel, there's one thing that bothers me. As I recall, Famacry uses only the 7th phonon in creating replicas, not the 1st through the 6th.
Yes. That's why replicas vanish when the 7th phonon separates.
Huh? But Nebilim was saying something about needing the 1st and 6th phonons.
Nebilim was the first living replica. The technology was different then, right, Jade?
Yes. The original theory was based on phonic arts, which is how I created the Professor's replica as well. However, that method results in some phonons missing from the replica. That causes mental instability, leading to destructive behavior or abilities developing abnormally.
So that's what happened to Nebilim's replica.
Yes, to overcome that problem, Dist and I modified the process to use only the 7th phonon.
And Saphir's alive, huh? He was always tough, wasn't he?
He's a criminal, you know. Aren't you going to capture him?
We'll keep watch for him, of course. If you see him, bring him in. Oh, and you keep that sword for a while longer. It might come in handy in your coming battles.
Wait!
He really did come after us.
How could you be so cruel as to leave me in Mount Roneal?
Dist, weren't you to receive Professor Nebilim's replica data from Mose?
What's with you all of a sudden? That was my intention. But by the time I recovered from the Tower of Rem, Mose was dead and Van was alive. Van's not especially kind to traitors, so I can't go back there anymore.
I see. So that's why you made contact with the original replica. You stole the documents on the planetary phonic art from the Intelligence Division, didn't you?
There wasn't much in them. All the important information was destroyed in that fire.
I see. You are hereby under arrest for violating Article 1 of the National Intelligence Act. Take him.
What are you doing? I'm your friend!
Who is whose friend?
Dist! No, Sophia! I'm Jade's friend!
I'm glad I don't know any Jade with such poor taste in friends. Now, come on.
Thank you, Colonel. We'll handle the interrogation.
Please do.
Traitor! I'll hate you forever!
Colonel, some documents have been delivered from the Intelligence Division.
Thank you. Now, let's see.
What do they say?
There's information on the professor's life, the incantation for the planetary phonic art, and, a map.
A map?
Yes. This looks like Mount Ronil. It seems there's a phonic glyph beyond the mountain which reacts to the catalysts.
Now that you mention it, Professor Nebilim did go to Mount Ronil a lot, didn't she?
Whoa! What's the Emperor doing here?
His Majesty pays unannounced visits to the Colonel's office frequently.
Well, that explains that.
Well then, shall we head for Mount Ronil?
Not yet. It would probably be best to wait until we have all of the catalysts. By the way, Your Majesty, it seems that there are quite a few sections missing from these documents.
Apparently somebody took them without anyone's knowledge.
Dist?
Probably.
Does it say anything about where the rest of the catalysts are?
Unfortunately, no. Only that they came in pairs, and that the McGovern family had one.
I guess we'll just have to find them the hard way. That makes all the catalysts.
That map. It was of Mount Roneal, right?
I am worried that we still lack information on the planetary art, but perhaps we should go.
I'm so excited! I wonder what kind of art it is.
What's the matter?
I don't know. I just suddenly got worried.
Don't worry. If worst comes to worst, I'll protect you.
What?
I didn't mean it like that.
Well, fine. I didn't take it like that.
I see. So the records of the planetary art have been completely lost. That's unfortunate. But perhaps it is for the best.
Maestro Tritime, about Heart of Chaos.
It may prove useful to you. Keep it with you for now.
Really?